ready to ride.
Hi everyone, welcome in. It's After Sunset Sunday. I'm Tammy, I'm the Siberian Wind, and I'm glad you're here. It has been a retreat weekend. So if you did not come to retreat or if you missed a retreat, I apologize. Can't fix it now. You've already missed it. But if you came to retreat, thank you so much. I'm going to adjust the camera just a hair. I apologize. We've been playing with cameras all weekend. So I was moving things around and yeah, it was just not where it needs to be. And let me silence my phone as well. There we go. All right. So I see Pat and Chloe and Janet and Andrea and Delia. Welcome into the chat. Welcome. I'm so glad you guys are here. Love jamming to the music. I know, right? I love it. Oh, you're so welcome, Delia. She says, thanks for the weekend. So absolutely. I was glad you were here. Fantastic time having you there. Got to know you a lot better. So thank you. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us. I could not be happier. I am incredibly exhausted. So you guys will see that as the day goes on. Hey, Nikki. Hey, Carrie. Welcome in. Glad you guys are here. And the puppy is down here trying to get into things like always. So don't forget. Oh, you know what? Nightbot needs to stop that. Hey, Cynthia. Welcome in. Glad you are here. I can't talk. I just can't talk. It's going to be that night. I'm tired. I promise I did not take anything. No performance enhancing, whatever. I'm here. I'm here. All right. So we do not need the Zoom retreat notifications. Thank you, Nightbot. We are done with that for right now. And we're going to delete that completely off so we don't have that come up anymore. Perfect. And let me make sure all the others are set. Yeah, they are set. Okay. We are good to go. I think. How are you guys doing? Are you recovered from retreat? Hey, Joan, welcome in. I hope those who attended the retreat had a great time. Too much going on. I understand that. I am looking at April for the next retreat. So you can go ahead and earmark April weekends and just know that one of them is going to be the one I choose. It won't be the second weekend. I know that much. And it won't be the third weekend. That's all I know. Beyond that, I don't know what weekend we're choosing. Andrea says she just woke up from her nap, so she's ready for After Sunset Sunday. You are more ready than I am. You are much more ready than I am. So what I am working on tonight, I glued this down tonight actually, and we are going to stitch it down. We're going to applique these trees and these bears And I'm just going to use the same color thread. I am using a variegated green from King Tut. This one is color 990. I don't know what the name of 990 is, doesn't really matter, but it is a variegated green. And I figured this would work well for all of it. So that's what we're going to do. And I am going to leave white in the bobbin just because I can. Yeah, just because I can. So how are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? Did you have fun at the retreat if you came to a retreat? And if you didn't come to the retreat, did you at least have a safe weekend? That is always a great question. If you had a safe weekend, because so much can happen over the course of a weekend. So much. I got the Sew and Tell giveaway quilt top done. So if you were at retreat, if you were at retreat today, you got to see that finished. It still needs some pressing and, of course, backing and batting. And I'll deal with that later. That is a future Tammy problem. All right. Hey, Linda, welcome in. Carrie says she'll block out the first and second weekend of April. Oh, not the second, first and last. So she can say she's busy, won't get voluntold for anything. Yeah, I know, right? Voluntold is right. Retreat is always fun. I know. I love having you at retreat. I love variegated thread, especially when the colors lay where you want them to. I know. We're going to hope. So this thing came to me. This is one of my Shop Hop blocks. There we go. You guys can see it probably a little bit better here. This is one of the Shop Hop blocks from 2024 that I haven't gotten to. And I decided we're going to do it, and I did not have a way to adhere it. So I'm going to tell you the quick and dirty way of how I did it. Nikki says she enjoyed the retreat, not seam ripping, but listening to people chatting. Yeah. Who enjoys seam ripping? I don't know of anybody who enjoys it. We do it, but we don't enjoy it. So I have a big jug of school glue. Yep, Elmer school glue. And it does say washable, no run. On my fingers, it ran a little bit, but that's okay. Because I was just dipping my finger in there and painting it on the back of this. That's how rushed and put together this thing is. So we are just going to have a little bit of fun. I'm going to zigzag stitch it. I remember when you showed us those Shop Hop goodies. I know, right? This one came with some stuff, and that is going into the giveaway box. Joan says, I finally get my machine back tomorrow. Good. So excited. Can't wait. 2.5 months. It is long enough. You are so right. Put Janome back in storage and get some of the quilts done. I know. My presser foot for Beauty is in. She's supposed to be shipping it to me. Do I have a date? No, of course not. That would be too easy. So I am waiting for a shipping date as to when my foot is shipped and on its way to me, so that I can get to quilting the quilt that's on the frame. Yes, it is awesome. Thank you, Chloe. She says pretty block. So I did glue it down because all of these shapes were cut out, not by me, by someone else, whoever put the kit together. They were cut out, and they were made difficult. They made it difficult for me. So I glued it all down so it's not going to move on me. And I'm looking at what my machine is set to, and I can't see it, of course. I don't know why, but the numbers are so hard to see on this thing. Okay, we're close enough. We're going to try it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the trees that are in the back, and I'm just going to zigzag stitch those down, and we're just going to keep going to the front. Everybody's saying hello to everybody. That is awesome. Did you all have a good weekend? Whether you were at retreat or not, did you have a good weekend? That is so important to have a good weekend. I am planned to get a lot more done than what I got done, but that's normal for me. I always overplan for what I think I can accomplish during retreat. If you've been to retreat with me, you already know that. And for those of you who came to retreat, did you get everything accomplished that you intended to accomplish? Did you get it all accomplished, or did you not? How did your weekend go as far as accomplishments? And I'm going to check my thread, because I think I'm seeing white come up. And I am a little bit. But I'm not going to change it just yet. We're going to get through this tree. Hey, Shelby. Welcome. Long time no see. So it's been a weekend, guys. It's been a weekend. We never had to create a room, which was shocking. We had more than 12 in the room at one time, and we still didn't have to create a room. Everybody was respectful and didn't talk over everybody else. So that worked really well. So what did you guys accomplish this weekend? What did you get done? You guys have heard about what I got done. What have you gotten done this weekend? Did you have a busy weekend? Hey, Jess, good to see you. What did you get accomplished, sweetie? I'm asking everybody else. So what did you get accomplished? You know I got to ask, right? That's standard. It's Tammy for you, you know? I gotta ask. Hey, Susan, good to see you again. Shelby says, yes, I did. Finished a work in progress from last year and 3 block of the month blocks. Now she's finishing up her Cotton Cuts Flyaway PMQ Crimson Net. Crazy amount of stuff done. Fantastic. Chloe says, sorry I didn't make it back to retreat. You were fine. You were fine. You came for at least 5 minutes. I'm happy. Thank you. It was good to see you. It was so good to see you. Chris says she finished more than she expected. I know, right? And it's so nice to meet you and put like a face and mannerisms and all of that to you. It just, guys, I cannot tell you. It's amazing to see you guys at retreat. It really, really is. Susan finished her report. She did. That was amazing, Susan. Carrie says for getting the late start, she got a decent amount done. Figured out how to stop breaking dishes and make pinwheels. Yes, you did. You kept doing those broken dishes. Nanette and Chris are in the chat. Welcome in. Welcome in. Lurking and cooking. I hear you on that, Chris. I hear you on that. If I didn't have a microwave, I would be probably needing to cook right about now myself. So Nikki says she got a lot done. She got 3 loads of laundry, spent time outside, have her 4 rows together for her song Sparrow Quilt. That's amazing, Nikki. Absolutely amazing to get that much done. Congratulations. Hey, Kathy, welcome in. Second time here. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. I was just talking about retreat. So I have 2 retreat types. I have Zoom retreats, which are free. You attend from the comfort of your home and you hang out on Zoom. You come and go as you need to, and we just have a good time. And that's what we did this past weekend. So I do have a retreat coming up in September. It is in person here in Casper, Wyoming. $275, not counting your rooming or your lodging. And that is September 9th through the 13th, but that is not the retreat we just had. That is still coming up. That is still coming up. I see, where were we at? Andrea says she filmed 3 Alice's in Wonderland blocks and uploaded the 3 videos to YouTube. Fantastic, Andrea. I'm proud of you. I'm excited for you. That's amazing. That's amazing. And then Delia says she has I just have about 20 more blocks to put together, and tomorrow I will get that done and add the cornerstones and sashing for the 64 blocks, and I'll get the quilt top completed by tomorrow. That's amazing, Delia. You have done fantastic too, and it was so wonderful to meet you. So wonderful to meet you. Chloe says she worked on picking up her sewing room. No project. That's okay. That's okay. There might be a Zoom retreat coming up in the future where that is exactly what I am doing, is picking up my sewing room or reassembling my sewing room, and I don't get any projects done. So yeah. And yes, Chloe, she's saying, welcome back to Kathy. I agree. Welcome back, Kathy Strickland. I'm so glad you're here. I could not be happier that you're here with us. Retreat weekend is always an exhausting weekend for me. Always exhausting. But I do it because I love you guys. It is so much fun, even though I'm exhausted, and I will probably start crashing in about an hour and 15 minutes, probably about 9:30 my time. I'll probably start crashing hard, but that is normal for retreat weekend. Anybody who's been to retreat with me knows that is this is the one after Sunset Sunday where I will probably crash and burn halfway through. I always get like a second wind right before the live, and then it dies somewhere during the live. So just be prepared. I might not word later. I might not word very well at all later. But that is normal for me. All right. So I had 36 blocks, 37 blocks that I was working on for the Sew and Tell giveaway quilt for April 14th. And I was able to finish creating those blocks. They're all log cabin blocks. They're all scrappy log cabin blocks. And I was able to finish all 36 of them to go into the quilt, plus the one extra, which I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Probably not go into the quilt. But I was able to finish all of that and get everything assembled. So it just needs a good press and a backing and a batting. Hey Pam, good to see you. Kate, Chris says she is sitting and chatting and sewing should not be exhausting, but wow, I am tired. Yes. Amen. Amen. It should not be that exhausting, but it absolutely is. Absolutely is. Now I get back to hand quilting, right, Susan? You got that embroidery project done, so now back to hand quilting it is. That's a great plan. You know, I guess I should have done these. I don't know. I'm thinking I should have done these one at a time. Hey, Mona, welcome in. I do, sir. I do deserve a break. I absolutely do. Am I going to get it right now? No, not at all. Not at all. But that's okay. That's okay. I will survive. I will. Carrie says, I normally don't word well. Neither do I. But I do fairly decent most days. I make ends meet, so to speak, most days. But yeah, I need backup. I'm stitching off of the tree, and for some reason my needle up has turned back on instead of my needle down. We're gonna have that kind of day. So I'm just glad that this weekend was such a fantastic time, because you can't be. I'm just reading back through it. I don't word well. I love it, Carrie. I love it. I don't think I was wording well by the end of the retreat. Maybe I was. Maybe I was doing better than I thought I was doing. But I didn't think I was doing that well with it. All right, we're gonna stitch on top of each tree, and because I'm using the same thread for all the trees, we're just gonna do it. So I do not have all of the lives from March put up. So if you were wondering where tonight's live was, and you just happen to see it right about the time, blame me. It's my fault. It's definitely my fault. I did it. It's me. But I will get all the March lives up tomorrow. So that way you can then earmark everything. I still have to get Route 66 planned as to when I'm going to do that live, but that's the only one that I don't already have planned. So that's the only one hard waiting for me, that I'm gonna have to figure out what we're doing and when we're doing it. Let's see. I wasn't at the beginning of the retreat. You just didn't seem to notice. Oh, you weren't wording well. Yeah, I didn't seem to notice. I even if I do notice, I'm not going to make anybody feel bad for not being able to word, because I'm distracted a lot, and I'm not going to word well when I'm distracted. So, yeah. I don't like raw edge applique. I despise this kind of applique, guys. I despise this. Susan washed out the ink, ironed it, and decided it would be laid out on batting, then a piece of comic book board having the top edges wrapped to the back, and put it in a picture frame without the glass. I like that plan, Susan. The mic gives the illusion that your hair is super long. Oh, okay. We'll leave the mic there. Wait. Okay, there we go. Was the virtual? Yes, it was. Starting to move into 2-bedroom tomorrow. Congratulations, Pam. Congratulations. You've been needing to be in a little bit larger place. So congratulations on the 2-bedroom. That's awesome. And that's okay. That's okay that you didn't make it to this retreat. I'm looking at April for our next one. We're just gonna see. Carrie. She says, I especially don't word well when I'm planning hordes, which is borders. In case you guys don't know the lingo around here, hordes is borders. And it made me laugh so hard one night when Carrie typed hordes instead of borders, and then I figured out what she was talking about, and I've not stopped laughing about it since. So. Oh. And I am just following where my applique pieces overlap and touch, and we're just going to keep stitching until I run out of places where it overlaps and touches, and we'll go from there. I'll fill in blank spots after I'm done with the main spots. That's the joy of using a variegated thread that kind of matches everything a little bit. I don't have to stress too hard about it. There we go. Wish I could afford a 2-bedroom. I know, right, Susan? We're in a 2-bedroom, and this one ain't affordable. This one ain't affordable. There's other places out here that I've seen now recently that are in our budget better a little bit. So maybe we'll have some luck by June. I'm hoping. I'm looking forward to moving in June. I wasn't looking forward to moving last year, but I wanted to move, and just now is just the perfect time. Hey, Susie, good to see you. Good to see you. Yay. Glad you are here. So glad you're here. I've been looking at some places so that way Mr. Siberian Wind gets his own office space, and it's not a walk-in closet. Pam says, Susan, I got so lucky the 2 bedrooms actually only $50 more. That's not bad. That's not bad. Hey, Rita, welcome in. Yeah, right? She says, is there really anywhere that is truly affordable? Not really. Not really. But it's comparatively to the affordability of this place, and when they go up on rent yet again this year, I'm not going to be happy about it. So if they took care of the neighbors upstairs a little bit better, we might have considered staying, but they're not going to. And Susan says, not at this time, Rita. I know, right? Costs just keep going up and up and up, and especially those of us on fixed income, that is not fun. Not fun at all. All right. So if you like to do applique, what's your favorite method of applique? What's your favorite method? Do you like heat and bond or wonder under or something like that? Do you like raw edge like that? Do you like needle turn? Do you like hand applique? What do you like if you like applique? Oh, yes. Can't forget the elevator, Carrie. Can't forget it. Thank you. That elevator. Whew. I do not like our elevator. In case you did not know, our elevator goes down, and it is down for 2 weeks at a time sometimes. And usually it goes down right about the time I've already pushed myself hard on something else and didn't expect to need to not be able to handle the elevator being down. I have a 4-bedroom house, but it's only luck. Oh yeah, your sister owns it. That's awesome, Rita. Delia says she uses heat and bond light with my embroidery machine. Oh, see, there you go. I like that. I would love to do it as machine embroidery. I've got so many projects, but they're not programmed into machine embroidery. And I've got some projects that are bigger than any embroidery hoop. So I'm going to have to do them the old-fashioned way somehow, some way. I do interfacing raw edge satin stitch. Okay. So with the interfacing method, is that your needle turn? Is that like it turns your seam allowances under? Or is the interfacing, you cut it at the lines? Because that's what I do with Wonder Unders. I cut it at the lines. No heat and bond, even though I have it on and use it. Do not like fusible anything. Aside from that, I either use the purple stick glue or clear Elmer's glue. I do raw edge as well as turned under. See, I like turned under. I don't like raw edge. If I have to do applique, I like the look of turned under. The no applique method is my favorite. I love you, Carrie. I love you. That is awesome. That is my favorite method too, but this is the year of applique for me. So even if I don't complete projects, I'm starting them this year. Andrea says she does not know what it's called, but she loves the Lori Holt method, where you put your fabric and fusible right sides together, then sew them together and turn inside out and iron it, then iron. Yes, and then sew it down. I have seen people do that. One of the ladies in my local sewing group or local quilting group does it that way. And I have seen her do that. And I've thought about it, but I don't know if I want to buy that much product, because then you're buying the interfacing product, the fusible product. And with as much applique as I have coming up, that you guys haven't seen yet, I don't know if I'm ready for that. Freezer paper templates that I can base the fused fabric under and hand sew down to mimic needle turn. Okay, there you go. That's a good idea too. Cut it lines. Okay, that works, Carrie. Or Mona, thank you. I know who I'm talking to, I promise, but my mouth is not saying those names. So Pam says if I applique using a lining, I use a lining, turn it, and then hand stitch. Yes, you are. You are. I've done it with muslin that way. And I kind of like that method if I don't do the freezer paper turn under that I've been doing on Gnome Sweet Gnome. The star that's on my shirt is done that way. Okay, gotcha, Rita. I usually only applique if I need to mend a hole in a quilt. Carrie, my kind of girl. I am not an applique lover myself, but I've got so many applique projects this year. This is just the year for it. So we're going to have to do some applique. Nanette is the hotfix for patches. Ooh, hotfix. Where is it? Hotfix. Oh yeah. Hotfix. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. I most like to hand sew using the blanket stitch, but I am going to explore machine applique soon. I ordered my heat and bond, got it today. Oh, good. See, I like machine sewing my hand sewn applique. I don't like doing the hand applique because by the time I'm done, my hands hurt so bad. So I'm trying to avoid hand appliquing everything. I think I want to do Santa's loading dock with hand applique, but I'm still on the fence about it. I have not made a decision yet. I just know that this is not how I'm going to do Santa's loading dock. That I know that much. I don't know the rest, but I know that much. Because this is not the way I like to do applique. It is not going to be raw edge at all. Applique is right up there with curves for me. A very rare, right, Pam? Right? I stay away from applique as long as I can. I know I just choose not to do that adventure, says Carrie. Oh, you're so sweet. You are so sweet. I would prefer not to do this adventure too, but, you know, it's kind of in the book. Occasionally have to do what's in the book, you know? Alright, I'm going to raise my needle, and I'm going to drag my thread over just a hair because I'll cover it back up in a minute. I've done this quite a few times too. Applique with an embroidery machine, trim to the line, and yes, I know. I love machine embroidery applique. That is so much simpler. I like it that way. I like it simple like that. Why? I'm also not a fan of raw edge applique. I like a tidier same. I do not like raw edge. This raw edge stuff is for the birds. I am not a fan. 0 stars, do not recommend. I know people like it, and I know some people absolutely love this method. I just am not one of them. And I don't think I ever will be. No, hotfix works like heat and bond. Put it on the back of the fabric, and then you scan and cut to cut the fabric. There you go. So I don't need. Do I need to put anything on those or that project we talked about, Nanette? I won an Amazon gift card on Katie's Live. Oh, congratulations. Oh, gotcha. You used it to order your applique stuff. Misting bottle. Oh, perfect. Yes, we will definitely. So guys, if you've not checked out Andrea's channel, Andrea drops exclamation selfie for me. And check out Andrea's channel. She's got her Mama's Magic fabric conditioner. And she's got a video up on her channel about that, video recipe on the channel. So if you want to use that because of the starch issues that we've been having lately, then go check that out. Go check out her channel. Pay her some love. Give her some watch hours. Give her some likes. Give her some comments. Give her channel some love, guys. She deserves it. She's earned it. She deserves it whether or not she's earned it, right? I don't think anybody should have to earn love, you know? I don't think anybody should have to earn it, guys. All right, we're going to stitch over the bear. We're going to leave the bear alone for right now. I'll come back for the bear in just a minute, I think, maybe. We'll see. The bear is underneath me. The bear's underneath the tree. I just don't want to break thread any more than I have to. I feel like I'm going to have to break thread. Now, stiletto, Janet, thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you. The stiletto is a great idea if you were having to hold applique pieces down that have points or might not be straight. It's a great way to keep it in place. And did I stitch it straight? No, I did not. Am I going to go back and fix it? No, I am not. I still have a whole bunch of these blocks left to go, and this is just one of many at this point. So now that this block will be done after tonight, I hope, I will put a different block in my box. So the next time I need a project, that's where I'll get it from. I will grab another one of these shop hop blocks and get it done as well. There's a lot of applique blocks in that shop hop, and that's why I didn't do 2025. I could not pick up another year of so many applique blocks. When almost 20 out of 24 stores had applique, it's not for me. It's not for me. It's not for me at all. No, I could put the hot fix on it if you want. Okay, good deal. I won't touch it then. I will not touch it at all. That would be amazing. Because that project's already going to be hard enough to stitch anyway without having to do all the tracing and cutting. Because I'm very worried about that. If I don't, I will not be quilting much longer. My fabric stash is shrinking very fast and I need to replenish it. Yes, you do, Andrea. You absolutely do. You need a fabric stash. Every quilter needs a fabric stash. When you don't have a fabric stash, you don't have anything to work with, and your ideas go nowhere. I've actually got a quilt that I need to get started on within the next couple of weeks. I've got to figure out my fabric requirements for it before I can shop for it, and I'm going to try to shop my stash for it. But for those of you who are doing Reflections Mystery, or you decided to wait on Reflections and you're not going to do Reflections this year, there will be a new mystery coming out in October. So you'll start getting details on that in August. So that is coming up, guys. How amazing. How amazing, right? Are you guys liking Reflections so far? Is it hitting the spot? Or is it seeming... What do you guys think about Reflections? Let's put it that way. What do you guys think about Reflections so far? If you were doing the Reflections mystery, what do you think so far? I know a couple of you have got to get caught up and hadn't been able to work it every week, every month. I'm also a hand quilter. Layers of fused fabric is harder to quilt. Yeah, that's true. That is very true, Susan. I'm not a hand quilter, so I don't have that problem. But fused fabric can be harder to machine quilt as well. So you're not alone in that, just for the quilting aspect, because that happens to machine quilters too. It can be far too much to try to stitch through. And this is why I hate raw edge. It just does not want to stay. I like the way the clues are, says Carrie. Thank you. So I hope I'm not being too confusing with the clues, because I know I can be that way. I've had a few fabric donations for Quilt of Valor quilts, so hopefully I will have enough for the book I'm working on. Oh, good. Very good. I brought home some Quilt of Valor block pieces to work on, and that was on my list for this weekend, and I did not get to it. It was either that or work on some smaller, easier stuff for my brain. And so I chose to do that after I got done with that quilt top. And yeah, so I will have some catching up, so to speak, to do just to get back to where I need to be. I'm backing up my machine, stitching backwards over where I've already stitched to get to where I need to go. All right, I'm liking the reflections mystery. I'm actually working number 5 as I watch. Yay! I like that. Yay! I'm excited for you guys to see the reveal. I'm so excited for you to see the reveal. And for those of you who are coming to the September retreat, you get that clue before everybody else. So if you are coming to the retreat, you will get it because that retreat ends on the 13th and the clue doesn't come out until the 15th. So you will get it early. And that is their big reveal clue. It's going to tell you how to lay out all of your unit pieces. I'm very excited about it. And that's kind of why I did this retreat when I chose to do the retreat, is so that we'd have something to go with. We'd have something special for everybody. I have to say I choose not to comment on reflections. I believe it is going to look beautiful. However, see, there we go. That's fine. I know you're so antsy. You want the whole thing. I know that. I try not to think, just trying to enjoy the process of a mystery. Very good. And Nanette says hotfix is not bad. I will be happy to try it out. I have not yet tried out hotfix. I've used Applique Fusion Fix. It's been a long time, but I've used Applique Fusion Fix. I might even still have some. But it's an expensive product, and it is a little bit thick. So I have been filming myself working on the Reflections Mystery and plan on releasing it after the mystery is done. That'll be awesome, Andrea. I cannot wait to see it. Time-lapse is an amazing idea. I like that idea so much. Yes, I'm so excited. Okay. Let's see. I am trying to pick up my piece that I fused down. There we go. Because I did use glue, and I ironed it in place. So I'm picking it up because I don't want to stitch it twice, if that makes sense. I'll stitch it here in just a minute when I turn around. When I turn the corner of the tree. All right, here we go. And which way do I want to go? Do I want to go up the next tree or down this tree? We'll go down this tree. Decisions, right? So how many of you guys saw the 365 quilts, the stuff for January? How many of you guys saw the blocks laid out for January for the 365 quilts? Because that one's been out for a couple weeks now. I have also been doing that with my Cotton Cuts PMQ. Oh, that's amazing, Andrea. I love that idea. I really should do that. Well, I kind of am going to be doing that. I've got, it's not going to really be time-lapse, but it's kind of like that. Judy, welcome in. She says she's late. You're not late. You're fashionably, you arrived in such a fashionable form. We'll put it that way. So good to see you at retreat, by the way. Thank you so much for showing up. I appreciate it. We had about 40 people register for retreat, but we did not have a full 40 that showed up, which is okay. It happens. Some people get super busy. They forget. It's okay. But it was an amazing retreat this weekend, guys. So if you've ever thought about coming to a Zoom retreat of mine, make sure you sign up for the next one when I have it ready. Rita's going to have to go look and see if she's seen the 365 quilt video. It is just showing the blocks from January because I did already have those done. So I've had those done since 2018 or 2019. It is all done through the magic of editing and camera angles. It is. Chris saw it. Yay, welcome into the chat, Chris. Good to see you again. Wait, I already said that to you earlier, didn't I? I'm sorry. Welcome back. My brain. Okay, so I'm real late. Oh, you're fine, Miss Joyce. Welcome in. She loves a good mystery. What are we talking about? Okay, so Reflections is a mystery quilt that I have been putting out. We are now on month 5. January. No, wait. Are we month 5? Or are we month 6? October, November, December, January, February. We're month 5. February is month 5. So you still have time to catch up. There are 12 months total. 11 months are assembling the pieces and parts. And then month 12 is going to be the layout. I am tired, Chris. I am so tired. So the Reflections Mystery is a free mystery. You do not have to pay to participate. If you would like a quilt kit to get you started, the shops on the original announcement list do still have quilt kits available for you. So if you want it to be easy for you to get started, just contact one of those stores and they will be happy to hook you up with that. They are all local stores here in Wyoming, in the state of Wyoming. You don't have to buy a quilt kit though. You can work from your stash. And there's going to be information in all of the Reflections launch videos, originally starting in August last year. My brain. The videos come out on the 15th of each month now. So every clue comes out on the 15th. So the next clue will come out March 15th. So that would be month 6. So you are more than welcome to join in if you would like. And then the last clue is going to come out September 15th. And for those of you who do attend the retreat here in Casper in September, you will get that final clue before the rest of YouTube land. So you will get it here in person, whereas everyone else still has to wait until the 15th. So that's a great bonus. Nanette says she saw the 365. It looks great. Thank you. Judy had a great steak dinner after she left. She was planning on coming back, but bed called her. Ditto. Bed's calling me too. You're good. I like the Reflections. Some of the clues were difficult, but got through them. I love doing cotton cuts. I just got the new One Illusions colorway, and it's gorgeous. I bet it is. Rita says, yes, I have that one. If that is the one where the first block is, I believe, 4 corners, I think so. Maybe. I think so. I've not been sharing my finished blocks on Sew and Tell on any channel for either of those quilts because I want the final video to be the big reveal. I love that plan, Andrea. I love that plan. That's a great plan. That is such a great plan. I had to stop sewing for a second because I couldn't brain and sew at the same time. You've seen it here first. It does happen. Where I can't do both at the same time. And actually in any reasonable capacity, I'll put it that way. So the Reflections mystery is free. There will be a new mystery coming out. And I will start doing announcements for it this August. So you will start getting clues about what's coming up for this next mystery starting August of 2026. So that is in the works. I've got to get some planning done and I've got to get some sewing done to test it out. And I've got to get with the shops to get them ready for their kits for it as well. All right. I have a small amount to finish on the quilted coat. Good. I cannot wait to see your quilted coat, Judy. I cannot wait to see it. I still have a lot to go on mine, but I am knocking projects off my list, so maybe I will have time soon to start working on it. I'll have to check out the mystery. Yes, Delia, absolutely. And it's kind of built like cotton cuts. I will say that. Every month you get a unit. It is not a full 12.5-inch square block or anything like that. It is a unit. And some of these units are going to look like they fit together and some of them are not going to look like they fit together. And that is perfectly okay because when we get to the big reveal, you will see exactly what's going to happen. I will take lots of pictures and try to put a video on about, yes, please do, Judy. Please do. And Judy is working on getting her channel up and running. So once she's ready for that, we will start all bombarding her channel to come hang out and watch her and give her a lot of support, just like we did Zaza when Zaza got her channel off the ground too, guys. So don't forget, we always support our friends. We always support our friends and family here. So, my dog is eating. He has not eaten all day that I've noticed. He's not gone in there and snacked at all that I've noticed. But he is now. Of course, mommy's busy. And mommy's not going to pay him any attention, so he's finally willing to go snack. I guess that's what it is. I guess that's what it is. Hey, James, good to see you. Yes, way late tonight. I know, right? I'm way late tonight. I felt like I was way late tonight. I didn't have this live up because I did not realize that this was going to happen before my March scheduling was going to happen, and I kind of dropped the ball on that. That's all me. It's all me. So, I was late too, James. I was late to my own life. I was not the early bird like I normally am. I have these little pieces that are sticking out that I have to stitch down as I'm going. This is another reason I don't like raw edge applique, because I layer it all like this, and then I'm stuck stitching it. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. Other than I don't enjoy it a lot. I definitely don't enjoy the raw edge applique. It is not on my friends and family list. All right. So how many of you Oh, you're fine, James. You are never late to my channel, okay? You can be 20 minutes after my start time. You can be an hour and a half after my start time. If you are here, that is plenty. I do not care if you are on time, if you are early. Well, I do like if you're really early, because that makes me feel really warm and fuzzy, because I sit there and look at the chat beforehand and I realize that you're sitting there waiting. Oh, who was the very first one? Who was the first one in chat? Let's see if I can scroll back that far. Come on, YouTube, cooperate with me. Pat. Pat was the first one here tonight. So, Pat beat all of you guys into the chat tonight. I was working on scheduling it, and Pat was already here. Pat was jumping in before anybody else could. So welcome in. Welcome in. Everybody, you're never late. You're never late. Don't ever consider yourself late. You are still here, and that is what counts. I'd rather spend 5 minutes with you than no minutes. So I'm happy with it. I'm very happy with it. Besides, you're getting to distract me from this horrid tree job that I'm doing. I'm trimming the trees. Is that what I'm doing? Am I trimming the trees? Oh, I guess I am trimming the trees. And the things you hear on Tammy's late nights. You hear that Tammy is trimming the trees. Yeah. Yeah, it's a late night, guys. It's a late night. All right, we are going to... How in the world did I do that? I'm like in the middle of where I don't want to be. And I don't know how I did that. I'm trying to figure out how I want to get out of it. Oh, y'all are being so quiet. You're listening to all my shenanigans. That's what it is. You're listening to me rant and rave and ramble. I can live with that. I can live with that. I really should have done these trees one at a time. I was not thinking by doing them this way. I was not thinking at all. Me and raw edge applique are not best friends yet. Who wants to come do my raw edge applique at retreat? Any takers? Anybody wants to do it for me? So this week we have Sew and Tell. So for those of you who are new to my channel, I know Miss Joyce is fairly new. Kathy Strickland is new. James, you're relatively new. Delia's new to my channel. not new to the network, but new to my channel for the most part. I haven't seen you much. So the first Tuesday of the month, I do Sew and Tell. So my 6 p.m. Mountain Time Live is Sew and Tell. What that is it is actually show and tell, just like the name implies. It is Sew and Tell. But it is anything that you've crafted or created, whatever that may be. It does not have to be something you sewed necessarily. It can be, but it doesn't have to be. I box myself into a corner too much. Can't get out of it. So it can be something that you created yourself, or I want it to be something you created yourself, but it can be something you baked, a shelf that you put up, something you crocheted, something you knitted, something you stitched, something that you quilted, you name it. You name it. And you just share it to me and title it with Sew and Tell. You can go to MeWe. Let's see if the MeWe link is working now. And of course, my dog has stolen something. So bear with me. I'm going to have to steal that from him in just a second. Can I have it, please? Would you like one? I will trade after you try to tear it completely up. All right. Let's see if that MeWe link works. Let me click it and see. No, it does not. All right. Bear with me just a second, guys. And I will get you a MeWe link that works because I want you guys to be able to get to the right place. And where do I need to go? It's that kind of day, guys. It is that kind of day. Let's see. Pages? No. All right, we're going to search for it. The Siberian Wind and groups. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. All right. There we go. There is the link. Nanette Loveridge, you can have it. I will give it all to you. Awesome, Andrea. Yay. She says she just joined. I do see that we have a pending. So perfect. I gotcha. So MeWe is one link. Facebook is another. You can join MeWe or Facebook. They're both social media platforms. MeWe is kind of like Facebook without all the ads and the extra junk that we see all the time. So you can join MeWe or Facebook, whichever one you like. You can also just send me an email if you would like to send me an email. Just title it Sew and Tell. That way I know I can share it. If you don't put Sew and Tell, I don't share it. Okay. If you don't put it, I don't do it. Okay. But share what you did. Tell me a little bit about it. Tell me what I should say. Tell me what you would want me to know about it. And you get entered for Sew and Tell. And the quilt goes away to one lucky Sew and Tell participant on April 14th. Let's see. Joan says she's not sure about next Sunday for the live. I'll be on 10 to 12 midnight instead of 9 to 11. Oh, yeah. That is going to be rough. It is so going to be rough. The losing an hour is going to be awful. That is awesome, Andrea. She said she is now connected to me on MeWe, Facebook, YouTube, Patreon, and email. And yes, I do have a Patreon account. And I do have patterns listed on Patreon. So if you are interested in a purchase pattern from me, I have 2 purchase patterns out there right now. One is temperature rings. I issued it out December of 2024. And then I am issued out Flying Geese Mountains. I issued that out in January of this year. I meant to go out in December, but I got behind on my timeline, so it went out January of this year. And both of those patterns are $25 a piece. So if you have any problems with Patreon or you can't get logged in to purchase the pattern and you want it, just let me know. You can see the patterns, but you can't. You have to purchase them directly through, or you have to, Patreon makes you purchase them or create an account to purchase them, I think. But you can do it however you want to. And if you are not willing to sign up for Patreon, you can always email me and tell me you're interested in the pattern, and we will set something up. I'll do PayPal, and we'll just do a small little fee to cover the PayPal fees. So, what else do I have? That's everything, I think. I don't think I'm on any other platforms. Did I miss any platforms, guys? Is that No. Oh, there is one platform. I am also on, well, two. I'm on Spotify, and I am now also on iHeartRadio. So if you are looking for a new podcast, I've got 2 episodes out right now. I've got January's episode and February's episode out right now. March will come out on the 4th Friday. And the episodes are going out on Spotify, but you can also access them through iHeartRadio. And my name over there is The Siberian Stitcher. So instead of The Siberian Wind, over there I am The Siberian Stitcher. So that way you know you're going to a podcast versus YouTube. I just figured that was a little bit easier. And my podcasts are not necessarily, you don't have to necessarily be a quilter to enjoy them. I do that intentionally because I want everyone to be able to participate. But if you are a quilter or crafter, you're going to find little tidbits that you will enjoy listening to, I hope. I'll put it that way. I hope you will enjoy listening to them. I have the temperature rings pattern. I want the other one too. I cannot remember the name. Yes, Flying Geese Mountains. But I have to wait on that one until the cash starts flowing in. I hear you, Andrea. That is fine. That is absolutely fine. Shelby Math Geek was my pattern tester for that one. And she did a fantastic job. Absolutely love her colorway. I think her colorway is better than my colorway, personally. But I'd already chosen my colorway and couldn't change it at that point. We needed 2 colorways. We needed 2 colorways. That one was a lot of fun to put together. That was a brainchild. I drew that pattern, and it was kind of in my thought processes for a while. I'm not sure if I will have another pattern come out this Christmas. Just depends on how things kind of go, because I do have a move this year, and I've got a lot of things on my plate. So that might be the one thing that suffers this year, but I will get back up with that in 2027 for sure, if I do miss this year. But we will see. We'll see if I can get a pattern out this year as well, but I won't hold my breath yet. Podcast, yes, it is the podcast. Yes, I'm enjoying doing that podcast too. I really am. I feel like it's different content than what you're getting here. I'm not scatterbrained. I'm not running a sewing machine. I am just sitting and giving you guys a little bit of a chat. And we're chatting about everyday life kind of things. Oh, you're so welcome, Shelby. She's very happy with how it turned out. I am happy with how it turned out too. You did absolutely amazing. I could not have asked for a better pattern tester for my first one to outsource. I could not have asked for a better pattern tester. So thank you so very much for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Your machine is loud and I have a hard time hearing you when you're talking and sewing at the same time. It is, but let's see if I can make an adjustment. Let's see if that helps. You let me know, Andrea, if that is going to help or not. And if it is not helping, let me know. Just put it in the chat. Let me know. And we'll see what we have to do. We will see if we can figure out how to fix it. As my puppy dog is running around underneath my table. Oh, gotta love the puppy dog, guys. Gotta love the puppy dog. Even when you don't gotta love them, gotta love them, right? Gotta love them. All right. Hey, Ellen! Good to see you again. So good to see you. It was fantastic meeting you at retreat this weekend. Great to put a face, so to speak. I don't remember faces, but it's good to put an accent with a name. It was very awesome to meet you. So glad you were able to make it. All right. All right, so I am now to the end of that tree. And I got a little bit of stitching to add in. So I'm trimming, when I'm doing this, I am trimming my top thread, but I'm not trimming my bobbin thread. I'm just going to leave my bobbin thread wherever it lays. because it's going to be on the back. Nobody's going to see it anyway. How's the rest of the tree? Try to get back today. It was really good. It was really good. It was very chatty today. It was more chatty today, I think, than yesterday. Yesterday was pretty chatty, but today was definitely chatty. I was up at 2:20 this morning, and it's now 9:01. I've been up well over my normal allotment of hours to be awake. Hey, Laura, good to see you. She's like, so sorry. I'm like, no, you're not late. You are here. That's what counts. Being here is what counts. I have a couple of gals possibly interested in the September retreat. Fingers crossed. Yes. Yay, Susie. Awesome. I will be having an ad go out in the Wyoming State Quilt Guild newsletter. So that has to be in this week for me anyway. So that ad will be going in this week. So if you guys get the Wyoming State Quilt Guild newsletter, then you will see the announcement of the retreat as well there. So that is going out sometime this week. Or, well, I'm sending it in sometime this week. I don't know when the next newsletter comes out. It might not come out until April, but it will be in there as well. So in case they're wondering, yes, it will be legitimately posted in the Wyoming State Quilt Guild. We're not going to leave everybody out. Not intentionally. All right, let's see where I want to go. Let's see. We're going to go to this tree up here. And I'm going to turn it around so I can get to it. That's what we're going to do. We're just going to find this tree. I feel like Bob Ross, you know? Every time Bob Ross was painting trees, he was like, this happy little tree. These aren't happy trees yet. These are not happy trees yet. But they're going to be happy trees. We're going to make them happy trees, right? We're gonna stitch them down until they can't possibly move anywhere, so they're happy trees. Yeah. And how silly am I? I'm the queen of quilting. Am I also the Bob Ross of quilting? I don't think so. I don't think I am. I don't know if I want to be the Bob Ross of quilting. That's a lot of pressure. Bob Ross was a really cool person, as far as I know. Tomorrow I'll be back to my sewing machine after trimming the half square triangles to size to finish sewing my 2025 Guild Mystery. That's awesome, Susan. That is awesome. It'll be nice for you to get back to your machine a little bit too. I know you love the handwork, but it'll be nice to get back to your machine too. Oh, you guys are awesome. I cannot wait for you guys to see this quilt once it's quilted too. The April giveaway quilt, the Sew and Tell giveaway quilt. I cannot wait for you guys to see that once it's quilted. Cannot wait. I have about a month to get it quilted. About a month. And I got about 2 months to get the other quilt quilted, the purple and yellow. So those are high priority quilts. But I have a whole bunch of others that need to be quilted before May. So we're going to see if my foot comes in time for me to get these quilts done. So I may not be doing as much piecing for a little bit while I work on quilting a lot. Because I think I'm going to be living at the long arm for a bit. Trying to get these quilts out. I think that's what's going to happen. I don't know for sure, but I think that's what's going to happen. Andrea says that made me giggle out loud, the Bob Ross Happy Little Trees comment. Bob Ross was on after school every day, and I hurried home to watch him. I loved when he cleaned his brush and giggle. I know. The cleaning the brush thing. That was the funniest thing, because I was always, my OCD self, I was always watching when he was cleaning his brush, because I wanted to see if there was any paint streaks left on the brush, or if, like, you could tell in the water what color he was just done with. Like, that was what I was fascinated with. And I don't know why, but I think it has something to do with my OCD levels. But yeah, that was where I was. Ellen says she always watched Bob Ross and his mentor, Bill Alexander. I don't know that I've heard Bill Alexander's name before, so that would be new to me. But that's awesome. That's awesome. Susie says, finally got my long arm going, having a blast. I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. I think it's been 2 weeks now that my machine's been down. And I'm seriously having withdrawals, guys. Seriously having withdrawals. Except that the chemicals gave him cancer. That's true. Yeah, paint chemicals can do that. His pet squirrel. No! I don't remember his pet squirrel. Maybe that explains me a lot more. I do not remember the pet squirrel. How could I not remember that? Maybe I didn't watch him enough. That's funny. That's so funny that I don't remember that, but that's crazy. I was just watching your block videos. That's a great series you're doing. Absolutely. Yeah. Make sure you guys are checking each other out. If you have channels, make sure you're checking each other out, guys. They're so much fun. They are. All of it's fun. Carrie remembers the pet squirrel. Ah. Am I just too young to remember the pet squirrel? Is that what it is? Is that what's going on? I'm just the baby of the group and can't remember it. Sir, could you stop, please? I see you. I do. He is like right. Come here. Come here. You're not gonna say hi? Not gonna say hi? No, he's not. But he's right there. Hey, Jacqueline, good to see you. Good to have you here. Oh my gosh. And just thinking about the squirrel has made me go squirrel for just a moment. All right. Am I back? No. I need to go. There we go. Now I'm back to where I need to be. I had to stitch down a little extra piece real quick. Make sure I got the whole tree in there. And when you do this, I do recommend putting a stabilizer behind it. Did I do that? No. But I recommend doing it. I'm not worried about this block. Cable started taking over when you were growing up. Yeah, it did. It really did. Bill Alexander came before Bob Ross, but Bob Ross took after Bill. Okay, that makes sense. I've had one for a long time. Just upgraded to automation. Quite the journey, but worth it. Yes. Automation, absolutely, hands down. Hands down. My late husband was a saddle maker and died from brain cancer. And the doctor said it was from chemicals used in the saddle making process. It is very important to have proper ventilation. Agreed. Until the mid-80s, we only had 3 channels. Yeah, I was born in 82, so yeah, I'm definitely the baby on that one. Definitely the baby on that one. Having automation, right, dear? Yes. I love my automation. I just wish my presser foot would stop breaking, because that's just ridiculous. I have to catch up on my favorite creators. Haven't had as much time to watch or even listen to YouTube this past week. I know, Laura. I understand that. Yeah, the 505 adhesive. I spray it outside. I never spray that indoors. I had to spray it indoors when I worked for Bernina, but I never spray that stuff indoors at all here. I always go outdoors to spray it, and I have a box to spray it into. I have a box to spray it into, so I don't sit there and inhale it, because I know how rough that is. That stuff is strong. It's good. It's good. It works well, but it's definitely strong. Yeah, you need ventilation for sure, right? Do not that I would get. Yeah, I don't think I would get much done without automation either. It would take me a lot longer to quilt quilts. I mean, not to say that I wouldn't, but I would. I found and petted fabric while I was gathering up a sewing machine for my granddaughter today. She's been wanting to sew. That's good, Judy. It's amazing when we get to watch the younger generations pick up sewing. It's so rewarding to watch them pick it up. Even if they don't stick with it like we do, that gives them the skills to pick it up again later. And maybe they will stick with it later too, That's how I look at it. Every opportunity for them to learn to sew is a good opportunity. Pat says the deadline for ads is the 10th of the month. Yes, but I need to get it in by Friday. I put my deadline as Friday. That way I wouldn't forget to get it in. So that's why I put mine as Friday. So that's why I want to get it done like tomorrow. I am horrible about waiting until the last minute on something like that and completely forgetting. So next publication is April. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the help on that. I figured it was something like that, but so they'll have April and May. Anybody who gets it in the Wyoming State Quilt Guild publication will have April and May to get signed up as early registration. If they don't sign up then they have until August 1st. August 1st is the last date to sign up for the September retreat. I was his caregiver and took care of him at home. Very sad process, but I was happy I was able to do that one last thing for him. He was an awesome man. That's amazing, Andrea. That is amazing. Can't even touch the fabric if I use 505. Oh gosh, Carrie. Yeah. Don't use it if you're allergic to it. That's yeah. I agree with that statement. No using it if you're allergic to it. We're gonna see if I can get all these trees done. I've got 45 minutes. And we're filling in spots. Not fast, but we're filling them in. I sent her home with needles, thread, good scissors, and a new Janome that I got for traveling. That's very sweet, Judy. I cannot wait to see what she creates. I cannot wait to see what she creates. And when new sewers, new sewists pick up sewing or quilting, it's always so much fun to see what they create because it brings you back to when you started quilting or sewing. And even though they might not make the same kinds of projects, it's such a sweet process to watch. Oh wow. Laura's brother-in-law passed from brain cancer. Oh yeah. I was able to snag a beginner Janome and a Stinger on sale for a good price and got them for my 2 oldest blessings for Christmas. That's awesome, Delia. That's great. I do love watching a kid's face light up when they just get it. Like when they're sewing and they just get it. Hey Sheila, good to see you. I had to step away from teaching 4-H because it was just too much. I hit that limit of what I can do, what I can physically and mentally do. I just hit that limit. And so I had to give up 4-H teaching, but it is so amazing when you see a child's face light up because they get something. That light bulb moment is so worth it. So worth it. Don't need to know because I have my cutie, but a light bead of school glue works too. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm hearing the dog. Sorry. I finally convinced him to not lay here. So now he lays under my table right there. So I can't see him as well over there. Can't correct him as well over there. But now I'm not running over him with my chair. I don't hit him with my chair as much, which is amazing. I hate hitting with my chair. Our former bishop passed away on Friday. He was the bishop who approved my daughter to go to the seminary and become a minister. That's rough too. Judy says she's got 3 featherweights for the granddaughters. I think this one will give her more stitches. Yeah. A stitch or a machine that has multiple kinds of stitches will absolutely benefit a new sewist because they're more likely going to be excited about playing with stitches. When they only have a straight stitch, it can be a little challenging, especially for the younger generation who's also used to being on their phones all the time and see all of these cool stitches. It's a lot easier when they have something that does some of that. They really do light up over that. Right, Laura? She says she gets so excited when she's able to share her any fiber arts with anyone that wants to learn. I know. I love talking about it too. So I've got a friend that we recently exchanged numbers on, and so she works in a hospital, and I have been spamming her with quilt spam. So I just send her a picture, no description, just send her a picture and say quilt spam. And she'll send me back crochet things that she's made. And I love being able to do that. We both are in the crafting world, each in our own way, but we both have an appreciation for what the other one does because it's so special. They removed his tumor. Oh gosh, 3 months to the day. That's rough, Andrea. I'm glad you were able to be there for him. Yeah, keep yourself doing happy things. That is exactly the way that you need to do it. Because You know, keeping yourself happy is part of the challenge of honoring his memory, because he would want you to be happy and enjoying life. And it's kind of hard to do sometimes. I know. I understand that. But it's paying tribute to him that way too, by finding something happy in the midst of everything, in the midst of the challenges. All right, I'm trimming threads, and I am not worried if my threads fray after a while. This quilt is not going to be heavily used, I don't think. If I sell it off and somebody buys it, then maybe it will be, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm not planning for it to be heavily used, but if it is, then oh well. It will not be the end of the world. All right. And if you want your threads to stay, you need to bury your threads. Instead of cutting them close, bury your threads. But I am not quite worried about that. This is another reason I don't like applique. Oh, you're good, Andrea. She's like, I didn't mean to start on a downer. You know, that's part of life. If you don't have the sad points, you don't appreciate the happy and joyful points for what they truly are. So we all have to have those sad points. And it's good to remember that we might be in a happy point right now. Because, you know, sometimes we all need that reminder. Sometimes life gets tough enough to begin with. And having that reminder doesn't hurt nobody. I agree, Judy. She said, no apologies, Andrew. We are here for each other. Agreed. And we are a family. We are a family here. Right. Andrew says, quilting makes me happy and donating quilts to charity makes me happy. So until the fabric runs out, I plan on staying happy. There you go. And that's exactly what Delia just said. There you go. Enjoy every day and do your best. Yes. That's all you can do. That is all you can do. And it's nice to be able to say that somebody's quilt helped get you through a tough time. I can tell you one of the quilts that's in the July or Christmas in July that I had last year, one of the quilts that didn't sell. I can tell you a lot of what was going on in my life at the time when I came up with that idea and made that quilt. I can tell you a lot about what was going on. Does it mean that it makes the quilt any better or worse? No, not really. The quilt is what the quilt is. But I had a lot of stuff going on in my head and going on around me at the time. But I still managed to make that quilt happen. And I was very proud of myself for making that quilt happen. In fact, getting through the tough times makes us strong. It does. It absolutely does. Hi, puppy. Hi. Are you just going to hang out there and wag your tail? Okay. He's just going to hang out there and wag his tail, I think, guys. He's just over here and sticking his nose up to sniff my leg. I sent him out earlier to go potty, and he didn't go. So he might be wanting to go you-know-where, but we're not going to take him you-know-where. I shouldn't run out of fabric anytime soon because my friends keep me stocked with scraps. See? See? My friends do that too, Carrie. My friends do that too. I love getting boxes of scraps or bags of scraps. I absolutely love it. And Paladin might have his own opinions about it as he's moaning about it, but I do love scraps. I do love them because they're so versatile. You can always put stuff with everything else. Right, Carrie? The more you quilt, the more scraps we make for ourselves. Right, Delia? I love that. Yeah, that's absolutely true. Absolutely true. Andrew says, I tell everyone that I'm not too proud to beg for scraps. There you go. Well, I'm not too proud either. And I use all the way down to 1-inch squares. So if your scraps are too small for you, if you don't use 1-inch squares, then send me your scraps and I'll cut them out. I will cut out my 1-inch squares from your scraps. I had one lady give me strips that she thought was 1 inches. They're like 5/8 of an inch, so I really can't use them. But I didn't throw them out yet. I haven't decided what I'll do with them, but they're going to be hard for me to find a use for because they're even smaller than what I use. Receiving scraps is better than opening Christmas gifts. Preaching to the choir, Andrea. I agree. Receiving scraps, or what somebody calls scraps. You know, one quilter's scraps is another quilter's treasure chest. So there is nothing wrong with getting scraps. Yay! Carrie says she just packed them up. I love that. Thank you so much. Thank you. Make a crumb quilt. I actually have a mosaic quilt planned. So I am collecting all those 1-inch squares, and I will be making a queen size quilt with 1-inch squares. It's going to be super heavy, but that's okay. And it's going to be super time consuming, but that's also okay. We will make that quilt work. I already have the idea in my head about how I want it to look. And I can use every color of the rainbow, every print. I do want to stick with only cotton, so I don't want any flannel 1-inch squares for that one. But if you send me flannel and I can just cut a 1-inch square out of it, I will put it towards another project. So my one little scrawny box of scraps that I have that are 1-inch squares is not going to be enough. So I've got a lot more to cut. I've been working on all the half square triangle scraps that I have had for quite some time, and may have most of them used up by the time I leave South Carolina. See, that works too, Delia. I have cutoffs from a quilt, the Star Systems quilt from Elizabeth Hartman that I made. I doubled the quilt so that I would have enough to make it big enough for my bed. And that quilt still needs to be quilted. It's a big one. It still needs to be quilted. But all of the cutoffs from that I still have, and they're going into a quilt. I just have to get to it. It's in red, white, and black. Oh, that sounds awesome. Let's see. Crimsonite, yep. I cringe when I see people throwing away scraps. Oh, me too. I use 1-inch or larger too. I'm working on Leader Ender project that uses little scraps, no plan, just sewing them together and seeing what happens. There you go. Nanette's asking when Delia's leaving South Carolina. Oh, until May 5th through 10th. Wow. Then headed to Speedway, Indiana for Indy 500. Oh, I have never been to Indianapolis for a race. I would love to go. That would be fantastic. Not that I really just have to go, but I think it would be cool. I grew up on racing. So I think that would be awesome to get to go to that. Not that I need to, but it would still be kind of cool. It'd be one of those things to mark off on my bucket list of things that I can say I've officially done. Which I can't officially say I've done that one yet. All right, we are going to travel up on the tree again. I'm stitching down a bear, and then I'm going to stitch down the tree, I think, behind the bear. And it's not a black cow. It's a black bear. My friend brought me a bag of scraps recently. I found some full fat quarters in. I know. I've done that too. Somebody gave me a whole bunch of scraps the other week, like maybe 3 weeks ago, maybe something like that now. It's been a hot minute, but somebody gave me a bag of scraps, what they called scraps, and there's some big pieces in there. They are not what I would consider scraps. They are huge. So I'm able to get quite a bit of stuff out of those scraps. It's kind of impressive. I am very thankful for it. Very thankful. Right? Laura wants to go to Indy too. We stay at the American Legion Post 500. There's right across from the racetrack. Oh, good deal. Well, we've got American Legion Post 2 here in Casper. Or I don't know if it's Post 2 because it's Post 2 for the state, or I don't know. But we got American Legion here too. That's what I'm doing with all the scraps I brought with me that I had to cut to usable sizes. Yeah. A few months ago, someone sent me scraps. There were several pieces cut off from fat backs after quilting. They ended up being many yards worth. Yes. I love those types of scraps too, Andrea. Pam says, scrap bags are my Achilles heel at shops. I've made 4 baby quilts from one bag I got a few years ago. It cost me $10. That's amazing, Pam. That is so amazing. I do love scraps, guys. Indianapolis is a good place to visit. The Indy 500 depends on how much you like racing. I know, I do like racing. I will say that. I do like racing. I just haven't ever been to one in person. I've begged for supplies for a long time. I do charity quilts for people in animal shelters. I'm finally going to get the pods in my driveway unpacked, so I hope to have some furniture again. Yes, get those pods unpacked. Get that furniture in that house. Definitely need furniture in a house. You need furniture to sit on, furniture to lay on, furniture to sit things on. Yeah, you need that furniture. Furniture's a good thing. Furniture's a necessary thing most of the time. I mean, we can get by without it for a little bit, but it makes it feel like home when you got it. The atmosphere is awesome, says Delia, and we are not too far away from downtown. Oh, I have been to Indianapolis before, but I haven't gotten to spend much time at Indianapolis. But I definitely have not gotten to go to the Indy 500. That would be a lifetime thing. I've never gone to Talladega either. I grew up in Alabama, and I never got to go to Talladega. Crowds was not my dad's thing. So he liked racing, but not crowds. Let's see. Where am I at? Here we go. We also have an American Legion Hall here, too. That's awesome, Susan. And we've got post 1 in Cheyenne and post 2 here in Casper. So I don't know if that's that number post for the whole American Legion or if it's just for Wyoming. I don't know how the numbering works. I would have to ask someone who does know or who could find out for me. But I do not know. All right. Let's see. That's all you get with racing, Tammy. Crowds. I know, but still, the experience of saying I've been there and having pictures to prove it, that's kind of, feather in my cap kind of thing, And I'm okay with crowds. I have a dog, and he will be okay with racing. He's okay with loud noises. So, if I don't go soon, I'll have to wait until the next dog is ready. So, but it is what it is. I have my bed, my sewing chair, and a chair for husband. The rest of the living room is my sewing space. There you go, Gary. I like that. I've been camping out in my bedroom for a year. I'll say it's finally ready to pay. That's ridiculous. It should not take that long. That's such crazy news. Such crazy news. Absolutely, Andrea. She's just got to get off of here and get busy with working on filming. She has to work the night shift when the bandwidth is faster after the neighborhood kids go to bed. I quilt all night and sleep in the daytime. And your headset's on. Yeah. Thank you for being here, Andrea. See you later. See you later. I spend my Friday night at the American Legion and Saturday night if something special is happening, says Judy. That's awesome. Gary, Indiana was the only city in Indiana I have been through. I have been through a lot of cities in Indiana. Gary was my least favorite. Specifically the truck stops in Gary, Indiana. Least favorite. Do not recommend. 0 stars. 0 stars. We just never had good experiences there. It's not that, there were things that happened, but it was not the store's fault. It was the other truck driver's faults. And we just never had a good experience at Gary. Do you need fabric stuffing for the dog beds, says Joan. I keep the pieces of fabric and batting that are too small and have a storage bag full and almost overflowing. I am almost at a 5-gallon bucket right now. Oh, Judy surprises a member with a quilt every year for the American Legion. That's amazing. The 110th running of the Indianapolis 500 is scheduled for Sunday, May 24th, 2026. I am not going to make it there for that. I will not be there for that one. I could not make it to Indianapolis this year. Especially not May 24th. No, I will not be able to travel right then. Pet that fabric tonight, friends, and do not throw those scraps in the trash. Throw them our way. Yes! Agreed, Andrea. Agreed. Send those scraps our way. If you are not going to use them, if they are too small for you, if you can cut a 1-inch square, if there's a 1-inch square that can be had out of that fabric, it doesn't have to be with the grain even. If we can cut a 1-inch square, we want it. We want it. Trust me. Andrea and I both use those tiny pieces. I did a flag that used 4,800 squares. So I used up quite a few of them doing that. But this other quilt is going to use a lot more squares than that. A whole queen size quilt just with 1-inch squares, guys. It's going to be an undertaking. Absolute undertaking. All right. Here we go. I'm almost there, guys. I think so. I think I'm almost there. We're going to see what all I've missed here in just a minute. I know I've missed part of a tree and I missed the other bear. So we're going to see what I missed. I go as small as cutting 1.5. Yeah, see, I go all the way to 1. I go all the way down to 1. Gotta have those 1-inch squares. I cut 2-inch squares and then I cut 1-inch squares. I don't cut 1.5. That is not a standard size for me to cut. I don't bother with 1.5-inch squares. I feel like they're a waste for me just because they're not my size. Thank you. That is fine, Andrea. She says she's going to leave me running in the background so I have watch hours. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. Oh, and Joan is asking Andrea if she's still here. Does she need the pet bed stuffing? Yeah, I have a 5-gallon bucket worth so far, but I will be collecting more as I go throughout the year. I can definitely stuff some dog beds, but I just don't like making them. Carrie says you can have the rest. Absolutely, Carrie. Yeah, anything after you're done cutting your 1.5. Yeah. If you can still get 1 inch out of it, send it my way. That is fine. And if I need to sort it, that's fine too. I've done that too. Indiana's mostly cornfields and 30-inch natural gas, 30-degree natural gas that runs right through the middle of it. I used to live in Indiana growing up. That's true. Okay. Yeah, Indiana has a lot of good things and a lot of interesting things about it. I just never had fun in Indiana. Tom worked for a company out of Fort Wayne for a while, Fort Wayne, Indiana. So we spent a lot of time in Fort Wayne for a bit. And we've been to Indianapolis a couple of times. But we've been all over the state of Indiana. I'd have to go back and look at my logbook of where Paladin has been, because that would tell me where I've been. Oh, and that is why I'm sending you. See, there you go, Carrie. I love that. Yeah, absolutely send me the rest. Absolutely send me the rest. I do not mind one bit. I'm excited about it. I-69 gets us home to Michigan from Indy. Yes, it does. I've been all across Michigan, too. I've been to the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, which is definitely different than the rest of Michigan. We took a semi-truck across the Mackinac. To say I was a little motion sick from the water down below and going so slow over the Mackinac. Yeah. I would take that in a car before I ever took it in another semi. It was fun, and usually there are always someone who wants me to make a quilt and insist on paying me. So I think gifting one a year to the members is a way of paying it forward to them. That is amazing, Judy. It absolutely is amazing. So with these honor trips to Du Bois that Patriot Express is doing, I am planning to award a Quilt of Valor to one bus attendee person. However you want to say it. I don't know what to call them yet. But one veteran going on the trip, we're looking to award a Quilt of Valor to them during that trip or at the beginning of that trip. So we're looking into how to navigate that, because this May is going to be the inaugural trip that they're taking, and we got to figure out all the logistics of everything, because we don't want to make the bus late, but at the same time, we want to do our due diligence in honoring our veterans. Mackinac Bridge is a beauty. It is a beauty. It is a beauty. And I will happily take it in a car. I just don't think I will ever, ever take it in a semi-truck ever again. Because I was in a passenger seat, and when you are a loaded semi, you have to go like 20 miles an hour, I think, something like that, across that bridge. And we went across in January. The water below us was icy, and it was very windy that day. So all I could see was, from my vantage point, I really couldn't look out anywhere because there wasn't anything to look at. So I could look down, and I could see straight into the icy water. I was so car sick. We'll never do that again. Never do that again. And I'm not scared of heights, but I will never do that again. It is beautiful, Laura. It is absolutely beautiful. Quilted coat that I'm working on right now is a request from one of the members. Oh, good. Good. Check to see if there's a Quilt of Valor group in your area. I am a Quilt of Valor group. Yeah. I've got me and another lady named Tammy. We're the Tammy quilters now. We're working for Warriors. So we are a Quilt of Valor group. So we know about all that we've got to do to award it. Part of it is with Patriot Express, because I don't know how all of the first bus launch is going to go, and whether having a veteran take their Quilt of Valor with them on the trip is going to be an idea, or if we need to do it when they come back from Du Bois, or if we need to do it in Du Bois instead, where they have a chance to maybe pack it away should they not want it to get dirty on the trip back, things like that. Like that's what we're trying to figure out. Yeah, I am a Quilt of Valor leader. Yeah, that's okay. She's new. She's new to me. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, I started a Quilt of Valor group. There is another Quilt of Valor group here in Casper, and I felt like there were things that I could offer that they would not offer or were not able to offer. So I started a Quilt of Valor group to be able to offer more options to our veterans than what the other group could offer. Oh, that's okay. I knew you didn't know. You're fine. Oh, you're so fine. I like being able to talk about Quilts of Valor too. And because we are right now a very small group with just 2 people, we will take any and all support we can get. Any and all support we can get. We can always use patriotic fabrics. We can always use batting. We can always use backings. Definitely need backings. And I need time to quilt so we can get some of these quilts quilted. Oh, good, Delia. She says she has a friend in Georgia that is involved with Quilt of Valor in her area. One of the things that I find is that at every award ceremony, I make sure I get the most recently updated totals for how many Quilts of Valor have been awarded. And I make a point of bringing that up during the presentation so people understand that this isn't just we're not just doing this because we like quilts. I mean, we like quilts, but we're not just doing this because we like quilts. We're doing this because we want to make sure that no veteran that would like a Quilt of Valor and that qualifies for a Quilt of Valor goes without having received that honor of receiving a Quilt of Valor, because it is an honor to be able to present it as well as for them to receive it. So we want to honor them with those quilts. Oh, good deal. Delia helps a group back home with making blocks, etc. for Quilt of Valor. Oh, good night, Judy. Yes, your bed is calling your name. My bed is definitely calling my name. Mackinac Bridge is a bridge. Yes, it is, Joan. Terrified of the large ones and halfway across, a barge blew his whistle. I swear if we were in a convertible, I wouldn't be here today. Loved the up though. Yes. So the Mackinac is a scary bridge. My dad is terrified of heights. Absolutely terrified. Doesn't walk on a bridge over the street that has glass walls. And says a few choice words going across bridges in Mobile, Alabama that are not quite as high as the Mackinac and not quite as long as the one in Mississippi. He drove with me back to Mississippi and we had to cross the long bridge, the Pontchartrain, I believe. No, wait. I don't remember the name of the bridge. So don't come at me. I don't remember the name. But it was on I-10 from the Mississippi line out a little bit from the Mississippi-Alabama line, going towards Biloxi and Gulfport area. And guys, my dad was not happy. He was not happy. He did it, but he was not happy. I felt like he was holding his breath the entire time we were on that bridge. Made a quilt of valor for my brother-in-law and sent it to him. It isn't registered, but he loves it. If you would like it to get registered, that's not a problem. Send me the information and we will get you registered as having awarded that quilt. That is absolutely fine, because we'd love to make sure that he is in the system and registered as having been awarded that quilt. We would love to have that honor. Hey, hi, around to it. Welcome. I love your name. Do you mind if you tell me a name that I can pronounce a little bit easier? Or a name you'd like to be called? Or if you'd like me to call your screen name, I will be happy to do it. But welcome to my channel. I am live this time every Sunday night, 8 p.m. Mountain Time to 10 p.m. Mountain Time. So we got about 15 minutes left. Can you make a quilt of valor quilt and designate? Yes, you absolutely can, Laura. Absolutely. Doesn't it have to be done where he is from? No, not necessarily. Because all I would be doing is marking that I was notified that a quilt was awarded. That's all I have to notify them of, is that, his information as to who he is, first name, last name, all of that kind of stuff. And I can let you know if you want to send me an email, Delia. I can look in the system at what I need from you. And there you go, my email's there. If you want to send me an email, I can look and see exactly what all I need from you, and we can get him put into the system. It does not have to be awarded by someone local to him, because it's already been given to him. So we're just noting it after the award was done. So that doesn't have to be done necessarily by the group that's closest to him. There's never a regulation or requirement that it has to go through any specific group. So no, they would never put that regulation on us. And I'd be happy to help you with that. Is that Shirley? Oh, is it Shirley? If it's Shirley, hi Shirley. My name is Shirley, but you call me anything. Oh my gosh. What is it? The airplane movie? Don't Call Me Shirley. Okay, I'm sorry if I don't mean to be offensive, if that comes off at all offensive. I love that you're here, Shirley. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm glad somebody knew you too. That's awesome. We're bringing everybody over here. I love that. I love that, guys. I love it. Y'all are awesome. Y'all are awesome. Isn't there paperwork? Nope. You don't have to have any paperwork from him. Nope. None at all. Yep, just send me an email and I will look. I will probably be looking tomorrow at what I would need from you, but I would be able to get back to you very quickly on it. That would not be a problem at all. What is the I'm reorganizing my 2 sewing spaces in my fabric. Yes, Laura, that is definitely a project. That is a huge project. I will be doing that sometime this summer. I don't know exactly when, but sometime this summer. So, yeah. So Shirley, I am live Sunday nights, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Mountain Time. So if you need to look it up, that's the same time as Denver. And I am also live Tuesday nights at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. And then I will have my March schedule up in the next few days, Should be up tomorrow, but I will have it for sure up in the next few days. So you guys have all of my lives available so you can put notifications on. Oh, Laura found fabric she'd forgotten about. I love that. I love finding forgotten fabric. It's kind of like Christmas all over again. I will send you an email tomorrow. I'll also be making 2 more for my nephews that served in the Air Force and Navy. We can do them as well, because the point of the notating them is just to make sure that Quilts of Valor knows that a quilt was awarded, so that they are getting credit, or that they are counting these veterans as or service members, active duty service members, as having been awarded quilts. So there's nothing wrong with that at all. And guess what, guys? It's all stitched. It's all stitched. It's all stitched. I've been missing to dealing with grief and health issues. Well, 2025 was not good to you, but 2026 is, because you are now here with us. Welcome. I'm glad you are here. So glad you are here. I think I may have just finished the baby quilt that I was playing with earlier. Good deal, Carrie. Good deal. Yeah, absolutely, Delia. Send me that email whenever you have a chance, and we'll get you taken care of on that. So this is all stitched down. So all of these trees, look at the bear hiding his face. Welcome to my world. And there's another bear. So we have the possible cow for those of you who are on retreat, and we're there today for that. Welcome to the cow. And welcome to the bear. So we have a quilt block finished. So this is from my 2024 shop hop that I did here in the state of Wyoming. And that is 1 block down and probably another 20 to go is what it feels like. Thank you, Shelby. She says that looks great. Thank you. I'm glad it looks great from there. I'm so picky. I'm so picky. Isn't it also so that one person doesn't get more than one? Yes, it is. It is. The registration basically means that if they are awarded a Quilt of Valor, if they are agreeing to that being their Quilt of Valor, then they are not going to receive another one unless that one is damaged beyond repair. So let's say they lose it in a fire or something serious, a natural disaster, something like that. Then there are options to replace it at that point, but they do want to make sure that people are not getting multiple quilts for the same thing, if that makes sense. So it is kind of for that. Let's see. Yes, absolutely. So glad to see you back. Perfect. Yes, I agree with that. Let's see. Where am I at? Yeah, basement is my sewing space. Yeah. I would love to have an entire basement as my sewing space, but I hate the stairs. That's the problem, the stairs. Yes, another block down. Another one bites the dust. I cleaned out a cabinet too and found material that I have no idea where or when I got it too. Isn't it wonderful now to figure out what to do with it? Right. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Shirley. We'd love to have you doing videos. And when you get ready to do more videos, when you come back over here, you are absolutely welcome to do exclamation selfie in my chat. Most times I do have Nightbot running, and as long as Nightbot's running, Nightbot will drop your channel link into my chat so everybody can check you out and subscribe and like and watch your content. So I don't mind helping to support you guys, okay? Let's see. I'm hopping off, going on midnight, and I have an early morning. Yes, Carrie, absolutely. My father-in-law was awarded a Quilt of Valor before he passed. We have it at home. See, that's the other thing, is a lot of people ask if Quilts of Valor can be awarded posthumously, and they cannot. So it is great that he was awarded one before he passed. They cannot be awarded once someone has passed. So that is amazing that he was able to get that before he passed away. That's a sweet memory. That's a very sweet memory. You are so welcome, Shirley. Absolutely. I am here for everybody, the whole community. I am definitely here for that. Thank you, Laura. Thank you. I did not design this block. Well, I kind of did. All of the stuff was pre-cut, but there was no fusible on it. So for those of you who weren't here for the first part of it, let me see if I can lift. Oh, I can't lift it now. Let me drag it. I can't lift it now. It's just too heavy for my arms, and my fibro's testing me. All right, both hands. Okay. School glue. Elmer's washable school glue. So I would dip my finger in, and then paint the back of the pieces so that I could then glue them down and then iron it. So that's exactly what I did. Back in the day, we lived in the basement and slept upstairs. Kids are married and gone. Oh, wow. Photo studio. Yeah, they cannot be awarded to someone who has passed. Correct. So you can still make something in memory of someone who has passed, but you cannot award it as a quilt of valor. At that point, some churches do like quilts of honor for their church members that are in the service, and they can award those whenever they want because there's no regulations on those. It's just what they decided to call it. But yeah, if a veteran or service member has passed, the Quilt of Valor cannot be awarded. They have to be living at the time of the award. It's an unfortunate fact of it, but it does work. Nanette says that Delia's basement is awesome. I can dream. I can dream one day, right? Okay, so it is 9:52. I have 8 minutes before the end of the live time frame. But so let me go over a few things real quick. This Tuesday is Sew and Tell. If you have not put Sew and Tell entries in, you can find me on MeWe at the Siberian Wind Quilting Group. You can also find me on Facebook at the Siberian Wind Quilting Group. You can join either of those groups and post Sew and Tell there. Just make sure you title your post with Sew and Tell, or you put it somewhere in there so I know that you're giving me permission to share it. If you don't put that, I won't share it. Okay, that is my permission form that I need from you. If you want to send me an email, you can also send me an email, thesiberianwind@gmail.com. Just make sure, again, put Sew and Tell. That way I know what pictures you're sending me, and the information you tell me about these pictures is for sharing, that I am allowed to share it. I need that permission from you. And Sew and Tell are those 3 magic words for me. Okay. So Sew and Tell is coming up. You have until 3 p.m. Mountain Time on Tuesday to get those into me. So you have all day tomorrow and then Tuesday morning, basically, to get those into me. So Tuesday night will be Sew and Tell. We're going to have a great slideshow. There's already a lot of stuff brought in for this week. So for this month. So we will see that then. Joan says she would kill for Delia's sewing space. So if something happens to Delia, we're going to come after Joan. Okay, got it. I'm just joking, guys. Just joking. This month we will have Gnome Sweet Gnome on the last 2 Sundays of March. So the last 2 Sundays for After Sunset Sunday, you guys will be seeing me work on Gnome Sweet Gnome. So if you've not seen that project, you will see more of it coming up this month. You will also see the Route 66 quilt. We are going to start that. The first block of the program is Chicago Pavement. It is a 12-month program. I'm going to just go through it as I can. But month 1 is Chicago Pavement. So we are going to do that here in March. Wait for the announcement because I will put a live up for that project specifically, so you can look for that. This first Friday is going to be Fantastic Fridays with Sean. So Sean is going to come join me 8 to 10 p.m. on the first Friday this month. And second and fourth Fridays this month are with Kathy and Alicia. Kathy from My Hobby Home and Alicia from Quilty Bird Piecing joining me for Yuletide Sampler 2. And we're going to have Tuesday nights and we're going to have Sunday nights. And I think that's probably going to be it for March because I think that's a pretty full month for me. So make sure you tune in on Tuesday. I will have all the live scheduled by tomorrow, I hope, so you can go put your notifications on. So make sure you come back and check out. And fourth Friday of March, I will also be issuing my March podcast over on Spotify. You can also pick it up on iHeartRadio. It's The Siberian Stitcher. All right, guys, it is 9:55. I need to go get in bed. I'm fading. I'm going to fade very quickly soon. So I want you guys to go pet some fabric. If you have not already, go put some needle and thread to fabric. Go pet it. Go get those warm fuzzies. Go get the serotonin boost, the dopamine hit, whatever it is you get from petting fabric. Because I get a lot of the good warm fuzzies from petting fabric, and I bet you do too, because you're watching a quilting channel. So pet some fabric and have a fantastic evening. And I will see you guys Tuesday night to break up the monotony of the week. So see you Tuesday night. Until then,